I'm actually recording this video a second time, and the reason is a super interesting one, and it's about oversharing. I made a video that I watched back and I decided that I wasn't going to post it. And I thought that was an interesting decision to make because I haven't done that so far. I haven't decided to remake a video or decide that a topic was not available for the public until today. And basically, I was talking through a problem that I was facing today. And I realized that it was a problem that was personal to me and was a problem that, without 100% of the context, that basically only I could have, or someone who knew me really well could have. I don't think I wanted anyone else to have an opinion on, because it might change the way that I think about this problem in a way that might be detrimental to my ability to solve this problem, and also detrimental to the way that I look at myself and how I think about things. And it's quite late and I'm quite tired, and I thought about just posting it because I wanted to hit this streak. But I realized that there is a line, and I found it. I found the line that I felt uncomfortable with. I think if I had a little bit more time, I might have thought about exactly what version of this conversation that I wanted to have I could post and re-record the same theme or the same topic, but in a way that was a lot more safe for the internet. And ultimately I decided, no, I'm just not going to do that. I'm going to just decide to record something else. And the thing that I've decided to record is about oversharing. So I want to try and break down exactly what it was about this video that made it inappropriate to share. One thing that happened in this video is that I was trying to problem solve a issue that not only did I not have the answers for, but I was not clear to myself on exactly what the problem is. And it was a problem with my ability to keep up with habits and all this other stuff. And I realized that it was connected to maybe my emotional state, as well as the state of how my life is currently going with all the different spinning plates that I have in my life. And I realized in order to really interrogate this problem, I needed to talk openly about all different areas of my life, including areas of my personal life that I don't share online anywhere. And halfway through the video, I sort of made the decision to just talk about all of that, because that felt like the productive way to work through that. And usually I would self-censor in my mind. But this time I decided I was just going to continue to record and talk about this problem, and then decide if it was appropriate to post afterwards. And one thing that allowed me to do was really find the emotional vulnerability in the problem that was being caused. Because I think a lot of logistical problems or productivity problems or work problems, basically any behavior problem, is deeply rooted in an emotional issue. And because of that, I found myself thinking, I did try to toe the line between shareable and unshareable. And ultimately there were a few times where I dipped into unshareable territory, and then ultimately decided that the whole video was not shareable once I watched it back. And I don't know what this exactly means for me moving forward, but I thought it was interesting because instead of not deciding to talk about the issue on camera, which was usually my mode of operating, I decided to talk about it on camera and then decide whether or not I wanted to cut it afterwards. And I think this is something that will be useful moving forward, because I will be able to, I think a switch did flip in my brain where I was allowing myself to be vulnerable on camera in a way that I wouldn't have in the past, but then continue to have good editorial practices around whether or not I would be posting it, even though it was only for 10, 100 people. I think that's the amount of views I get. So that was interesting as an experience. And yeah, those are my thoughts on oversharing and maybe where I draw the line.